Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stallions Run. An interesting episode, lot to talk about. Playoff clinching. The Stars win the win over them. The Gamblers trash talk has already started, and more. So I guess let's get right into it. So let's talk about first the win over the Philadelphia Stars this past Saturday in Birmingham. This was a unique game because again, for the first time in USFL modern USFL history, I should say, this was the final regular season home game for the Birmingham Stallions, where then they had games still to play. They did not, again, no 10 home games basically. No, it's all at Birmingham. No, now it's okay. We are having to go back on the road. We're having to go to Memphis to play these final 2 games. So the crowd came out. It was an extremely hot day. Um, that was not fun. As someone who was on the field, we'll talk about how I got to experience some things very closely in a little bit. But uh, if you did not see, the turf was recorded at 156 degrees. Now, again, uh, we didn't feel it because again, I happen to have tennis shoes on. Now I was wearing long sleeves and jeans, but it didn't feel that bad to me. I think it was around probably 110 on the field, and personally, uh, I, I I did drink a lot of water, so you don't have to worry about me getting dehydrated about that. But it was hot, and people still came out. There was a crazy amount of support. I mean, we'll talk about that final touchdown because I was very lucky. If you haven't seen the video, I'm going to uh go tell you to watch it. I'm going to tell you where you can go watch this video. But I mean, the crowd was loud. Everyone was loud. The players were just absolutely buying into this final game. Everyone knew how important it was, and it was just a great atmosphere. It was a great game. Very again, these are the two best teams in the USFL in my opinion. There's no denying that. If you don't think Philadelphia isn't the best, right there with Birmingham, they definitely proved it wrong. Even though they lost, and this wasn't like Houston where you had a couple penalties that were just like, this was a Stars team that had Birmingham at the edge, and it showed why. So I guess let's talk about that. Basically, like I said, this was a shootout. It was two teams that both are the defense was trying to figure out how do we start to kind of stop this. And like I said last week, towards in that second half, what Birmingham finally got was you just need to rush Case Cookis. You just need to rush the man. And it caused so many mistakes. It caused bad throws. It caused the running backs to get stopped early. It caused no turnovers. But it just caused so many problems for Philadelphia that they didn't have in the first half. So that's something I was kind of disappointed where the Birmingham defense did not adapt quickly until late into the game. Well, let me take that back. They didn't adapt until halfway through the game. Well, again, second half, different game because it felt like the Birmingham defense was trying to figure out how to stop Philly's offense without rushing. And again, you know, there's goods and bad with that, but it felt like Philly has such an open weakness where maybe that should have been the game plan from the jump. So that's something that I'll talk about. Stallions offense though, absolutely when they got going, they were going. CJ Marble, I wasn't impressed by his performance last Saturday. He's definitely had better this season, especially the turnover. That was I was right by the Stallions bench during that one. You could hear the defense and some of the offense that was sitting because they weren't on the field for that play. Just kind of crushed almost by that turnover. So that was something where it was a little, maybe that shouldn't have happened, or maybe if it was a little farther back instead of being so close to the red zone, then different scenario. Maybe some people won't be as, I wouldn't say upset, but disappointed. But yeah. Otherwise, so let's talk about that final drive. Birmingham is going down the field. About 2 minutes left to get the ball back, driving it down. They start from about I'm trying to remember. I'm probably going to get correct on this. I want to say about the 35-yard line. Stallions 35. They drive it all the way down, and there's that fourth down. Jace catches it, brings it in. All right, they're clearly shooting for a touchdown here. You have to go with that because it's currently 24 Philadelphia, 20 Birmingham. Can't kick a field goal. And then they have two bad plays. Doesn't do anything. It's very clearly you got to throw it. You got to make a pass here. You have to connect on this pass, or else who knows? You're basically going for it on fourth down. Seeing Petaway just come towards me. So just to give a description, again, what I'm going to call the fan side of the stadium, it's the half of the stadium where everyone is. That was, so I believe it's the west side. I'm that my back is towards the fans. I'm at about the goal line. I'm maybe a foot of difference. I start seeing Petaway come towards me. I'm like, okay, well, he's probably a distraction run. That he's got a defender on him pretty good. Magoo's probably going to throw it down the middle. All of a sudden, I start to see the hands go up, and because I was watching Petaway, and I look this way, and all of a sudden, I start seeing the ball. I'm just thinking, hey, he's going to try to throw it here. And again, just to give you an idea, because of how things are kind of laid out on the field, we are not on like the white, solid white line. There's about a 2 foot kind of no man's land, and then there's a striped white line. That's where basically media and basically any camera crew are supposed to be. You cannot go past that line unless you can maybe sometimes sneak up, like put like a foot right on it if you're trying to lean in, if the play is really far away, but you're not supposed to stop, go past the striped white line. So again, I'm about 4 feet away from Petaway when this happens. All of a sudden, I see the hands go down, and then I'm so watching Petaway because this is literally happening right in front of my face, right in front of. I'm filming this. All of a sudden, I know it's a touchdown because I hear the fireworks go off. And I'm like, wow, that just happened right from me. And I got it all on camera. I got this entire game-winning touchdown on camera. So if you go to the USFL Network YouTube channel, which you're probably on right now, click Shorts, you can find literally my view of this game-winning touchdown, and it's just insane that it happened right in front of me. I am the closest person to him, and that was so. I'm still kind of surprised I did not get hit somehow. So kind of crazy. But again, a great game over Philadelphia. Nearly got hit by a Case Cookus ball. I don't know if I have not gone that far into the replay of the game to see if they did a replay of that. But I don't think that one's been uploaded. That probably needs to be uploaded by the time I get this out. But I did nearly get hit by a Case Cookus throwaway. I had to kind of do a matrix turn to kind of not get hit. But otherwise, again, it's always fun getting to kind of be on the field for these games. So let's talk about Houston. This is going to be an interesting game because one, has major implications for Birmingham. This is a big game. Of course, Birmingham has been smart. The players have been extremely smart. 1-0 mentality. That has been kind of the slogan for this team since last year. Now, where we're seeing, okay, this isn't, the 9-0, the 8-0 Stallions anymore. This is a Stallions team that has that deals with a league that's a lot stronger. And you have an important game in Memphis. Again, Birmingham is playing Houston and Memphis. Birmingham has to win this game to make it into the playoffs. Home seed, that's probably going to be week 10 unless Memphis loses. So this is a pretty big game. And Houston is potentially shooting themselves in the foot a little bit early. Mark Thompson, I have this pulled up. He decided to tweet out, can't be the MVP if he can't beat the team with the other MVP candidate, right? I'm replying to all of banter. I then made a little jokey joke about The MVPs don't have extra support with yellow flags because of what happened against last time we played Houston. He did not respond to that. I'm wondering, like, Mark, where's my response? I would like my response, Mark. I replying to all the banter. That's all. I'm just saying, MVPs don't have extra support. Alex Magoo, he goes out there and he takes care of business. He is someone who he's ready to run that ball. Again, the man against Philadelphia to get a first down. He literally went over a pile of defenders. He risked his own body for that. All I'm saying. But Houston, this is probably going to be one of the best games in a while. Right? I mean, here's the thing though. It's really hard to say that when we just had a really good game against Philadelphia and a really good game against New Orleans also. But I think this is going to be another tough, hard as nails game for Birmingham. But this is a team that is willing to go in hard, tough as nail games. So I'm predicting a Stallions win. I think the Houston Gamblers defense, I think that you've seen a little bit of weakening, but not enough where, I'm going to say, oh, this is major like New Orleans. I think this is a winnable game for Birmingham. They just, again, some of the penalties last time were their own fault. Play a safe, disciplined game. That's my main key for Birmingham this go around against Houston. This is a needed win. Birmingham, there's a very good chance, even if they lose out to this game, that they can still make the playoffs. But if I know the Stallions, they're trying to get that playoff seed at least right now locked in, so they're in the playoffs no matter what. Doesn't matter about home seed. So I guess again, my main key for the Stallions this go around, they again, ever since Houston, discipline has not been an issue at all. But I'm going to repeat this because we don't want this like last time. Do not have an undisciplined game. Do not again. I think towards the end, the issue was with the refs. They thought Birmingham was just creating such a problem. They were willing to pull that flag anytime. Don't cause that to happen. That is my main key for the Emmons Houston. So, a major game in Memphis, playoff implications. A lot that we're going to see this upcoming Saturday. Excited for it. Well, let me check actually. It's a Saturday. I just realized I don't remember if it is. No, it is Sunday, 1 p.m. on NBC. Again, an exciting game. I'm a little bit stressed out about it. I think everyone is. But exciting times up ahead for Stallions fans as we're entering playoff season. And hopefully this weekend we can lock up that seed. I'll see you next week, everybody, talking about the result of the Houston game and how playoffs are going to look then. See you around.